as much as I have wanted to do this series, friends, it has been one thing after another. So we're switching gears. We're getting ready for the school year. My oldest, for the first time, is starting a technical college in the area. He'll be doing welding, and that means we're going to be leaving the house every morning to drop him off. So this is the very first time I've experienced that as a homeschooler, and I want to be prepared. So I'm trying to get some systems in place in our home and just get everything tidied up. We've had a week of sicknesses, and everyone has been down to the count. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and get the house prepared all at the same time. So come along with me as we prepare our home.
Lots of cleaning, lots of breakfast making. Everybody wants toast with jam or yogurt or something else. Lots of people there that I'm kind of working around. But it was a good way to get our day started. The sink got cleared out and all of our dishes got put away.
And I'm a hot mess, Mom, but I am going to be going through. Let me see if I can bring this closer. Going through this lovely refrigerator, and it's messy. It's definitely messy. So I am going to clear interruptions. Anyway, it is just always, there's always something, and that's okay. We're trying to learn to live the interrupted life and just, go with it. It's always a little bit interesting, especially with certain kids. They just really, they know where to find me at all times. Anyway, so I would love it if you would stick around and clean with me or prepare for school. Like I said, this is really a preparation. We're going to be cleaning out our refrigerator. Here, we're going to be cleaning it out on the other side. The other side is way more embarrassing. All right, whole. This is my calcium water for Pomona's pectin. I used it in the jam recipes. If you have used Pomona's pectin, is this okay? It looks a little funny. I mean, I guess I shook it up. It says to store it in the fridge, and it says it should store for a while. This is a mason jar, so I feel like it's probably a good thing to store it in. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And if you've used Pomona's pectin, if the calcium has stayed good before.
Finding lots of stuff and talking to lots of people as they go through. The kitchen truly is the heart of the home. What are your systems for your refrigerator? As I say further in the video, the two things that the large family deals with that are just much different than most families is food and clothing. I talked to Mike about this as we were moving. I said we really need to think about food storage and the laundry system when we are looking at a new place to live, because those are the two things that really need to be different or customizable.
This is an empty Play-Doh container. I don't know. Empty cream cheese. Yeah. We do that thing where we like use it up, as in we, not me. Use it up, put it back in the refrigerator. Somebody thinks it's full and good. Mom doesn't go and get another one. It's clearly empty. And there's the lid. Oh, my son had made cheese dip that is now like petrified into this cup. And I can't get rid of it because it has all of our fingerprints on it from a past Christmas craft that I had done. So we're going to have to figure out how to decrustify that. But that's exciting. All these fun things that you find in the fridge, or that honestly that you might know are there and just ignore because life is crazy. All right, we're going to speed things up because this is going to take some time.
How are you getting ready for the upcoming school year? Are you public schoolers? Are you homeschoolers? I would love to hear from public school families that have been doing this for a while because I feel a little bit lost with systems and things that I can put in place to make the mornings easier, especially. There are just a lot of moving parts here, and I'm nervous about how it's all going to work. I also would love to know when your school starts.
Okay, it is finished. For the most part, we're good enough right now. Oops, the potato bag is hanging out there. Put that in. It's definitely not like a Pinterest fridge, but it will do the trick. And I think I'll probably transfer some things to the other refrigerator for our lunch and snack and breakfast fridge and make that be what it is. But for now, we've got have to have the iced tea. We've got all our good stuff here. Um, that is my coffee because I like to have iced coffee in the summer. So Mike got me a glass jar to put it in, and that works beautifully. And I'm trying to zone that's kind of like leftovers and yogurt. I guess I should put yogurt with eggs. That's like a at the grocery store, that's what they do, right? Yogurt with eggs. I was unable to remove that drawer right there. I'm going to have to ask Mike when he gets home. He went to the dentist with Noah. But then I have that drawer, and then I have my delis. I couldn't find deli on the stickers, so we have cheese and meat. But I feel like that kind of explains what goes in there. Then fruits and vegetables, half and half. I tried to organize these a little bit better. My 11-year-old is growing cucumbers, as you can see the cucumbers back there, and they are really the thing that has taken off. They have really become the biggest plant probably in his whole garden. So he tried to make pickles. We had some pickles in the Clausen jar there. Sorry, I'm cleaning up the thing I just noticed. because I don't always notice. The very nice girl. Abby's working on her hairstyles. There she is, beautiful. Anyway, he's putting it in there with some pickle juice and seeing if it works. So that's there. And then we've got our next thing, just a minute, with some chicken. Yeah, go ahead. Chicken salad and yeah, that's what that is. I told you that. Cream cheese. Yep, that you can have. And then my homemade jam. We've been kind of going through that slowly but surely. It's a sugar-free strawberry and raspberries. I think everyone likes it. We try to do that with our yogurt too, which is also sugar-free. We're trying to cut the sugar out a little bit, but we still have donut days, so you know, it is what it is. And then there's the butter, and we're running low. Clearly, I need to go and get some more, or hopefully it'll be in the other fridge. All right, so my next task, so this mudroom. This is our mudroom. It's kind of like a ball of opportunity, and it makes me crazy because my brain just wants to think of all of the opportunities and try to figure out what we're going to do. I think at this point, our plan is to make this closet into a pantry, move these into the other kitchen and make that into a laundry room slash mudroom. Somebody gave me an idea today that I loved, to do like shoes and coats there as well. I don't know how I can make the space work. I am terrible with like what would fit here. I would be the person with like the huge mattress and the tiny two-seater car and thinking I could fit it in. So anyway, I don't do well with that. I have to figure that out. But right now, as this stands, I want to have, and I have one cart that I'll have to get in the next part of this that is made. I need to make 7. Now, it's been either like my husband or myself to make it. He is much better. He played with Legos as a child. He's got the skills there. Like I said, I can't even figure out where things fit. So he is the one that is on the docket to make them. However, I did talk to my 15-year-old, who is the kitchen chores person for tonight, to see if he doesn't mind if I could clean the kitchen and he could make some carts. So anyway, there's 6 drawer carts, and they're going to have, I have a Cricut, so I'm going to label them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then weekend. And we're going to pick out for the 5 youngest children each Sunday. I'm going to have them with me go through all their laundry and pick out an outfit for each day. And then on top of the cart, I'm going to have a box that fits perfectly with their shoes and their socks, so that getting out the door can be easy if there is an emergency and I have to take the children to drop off my oldest, then I can get them dressed quickly because they'll already have an outfit. That tends to be the thing, like outfits and socks and shoes. So I'm trying to come up with solutions so that that will be better. So I'll show you that wall where there's a mess right now because we cleaned out my car like 14 times for different things. We were taking kids to and from Sea-Base for the older Boy Scouts. Anyway, this wall is going to have kind of a line of those drawers on top of the boxes, and then I'm going to try and put like a hook over top of each one for a backpack or for their coat. I'm thinking more coat because, and I'm kind of like, I'm terrible. I can't make decisions. Anyway, I did this. I was so excited. I used the drill, and I drilled in this little hook thing from IKEA for the little one's backpacks. So Hannah is the only one that doesn't have a backpack of the little group. So it will be Abby, Asher, Jonah, and Timmy. We'll all have a backpack there. So Asher, I may get a special backpack I saw at Target that makes them for the back of the wheelchair. So that should make things easier also. Jacob is amazing. He's my 15-year-old. And because I teach, here, let me see if I can adjust this because I don't want my head cut off. There we go. Because I teach one of the last classes, part of that is I need to clean up that room. So I can't go immediately. And I have like 3 kids that are in like the class where they're really ready for those kids to be picked up. So they said your older.
So here is where my microphone died. So I'm talking and nothing is coming out. Anyway, they've let my oldest child go pick up the kids, but he collects three of the little ones. So he collects Asher, Jonah, and Timothy. He typically has Jonah and Timothy hang on to the wheelchair and puts all of their bags on. So I thought an adaptable bag would be a good thing for the back of the wheelchair when he's picking it up. Anyway, I'm also explaining that these drawers we're going to use for snack drawers. I had cleared most of the things but had forgotten this cupcake holder. The cupcake holder is fantastic because we have 8 children and they have birthdays. And I like to, even though we don't do a public school, I like to have cupcakes available for different activities that they're in, as well as the co-op. We've brought it to co-op before, and they can give them out to their friends at lunch there. So anyway, I'm showing the rest of the cabinet, and I'll probably move on because my lips are not going to be matching what I'm saying here. The joys of learning this. Okay, so here I am cleaning up the mudroom. There was a lot to clean up in our, now this is our mudroom. The one thing that makes me want to move the laundry room into the kitchen on the other side is that we do have a lot of laundry, and there are days when there's just a lot of baskets, and I don't like that being the first thing people see when they walk into our home. So it's not the end of the world, but I would like to move it so that we have kind of a peaceful place for people to come in. It's easy to keep clean, and I can kind of have that as the entrance to our home. I'm showing Timmy's little pirate that he got from the beach. I'm excited about that because that will help with the R sound, AR. Again, I am going to restart this when school starts, and I am doing it with my current kindergartners. I was unable to get that type of videoing done because we have just had too much going on. Our older boys had CBase, as I had said earlier, and the getting ready for that was a lot. It was a big process, as well as my oldest in at work. Here I am showing the 4 shoe boxes that I got for the kids. I'm hoping to use the shelving unit that I was using for shoes for food because um, we don't have a pantry currently. We are in an older home and there's just no pantry. And for as many people as I'm feeding, I need as many spaces as I can have for food. Here I am showing the situation with our current pool bag. Unfortunately, I had recommended this, but it just is not sturdy enough. So I am looking for another one as we go to the Y often now, and so it's not just going to be for the summer. If anybody has any recommendations of something that will let water through but can carry a large amount, let me know in the comments below. So I'm cleaning up the rest of the mudroom to get it ready for those 3 drawers. 3 drawers will be against the door and 2 drawers on the other side. I'm feeling super nervous about the upcoming school year, which starts on Monday of the next week, and just wondering how I'm going to get this taken care of in time. How are you all feeling?
In the boys' kitchen, this is on the apartment side. So this is the refrigerator that I'm going to clean out. I debated on whether I would video as it is, and I think I'm just going to. This is the reason. I can show you. This is the reason I wanted to do drawers. I have this system set up, and if you can't see, each of the laundry baskets has a name. I just put their clean clothes into the basket, and they can do what they'd like with it. I try to fold it, try to make it look nice, but it goes in that basket. However, I have kids that just dump out the basket and find their clothes and leave the clothes all over the floor. So I definitely need to find a different system that will work for them, but still make it super easy for me to put away whatever needs to be put away. So today I am going to first tackle these baskets. I have one dresser drawer completely finished, so I kind of want to set that up with outfits for the child in question that likes to dump and leave. So I'm going to set his up today. I want to paint them too, so I may take clothes out, but I just want to see if it works tomorrow morning and just kind of test the theory, because my brain just wants to continue to work it and not actually do it. So I definitely want to do that. So what goals for this room today are to get it all taken care of. Now, I also have a box of winter clothes that I kind of like to keep out, a box of winter clothes for like a week or two after I start switching them, so that I can just throw in anything that maybe got left. However, having that there means that they pick from it when they can't find what they want in the other baskets. So I want to get rid of that. I want to put it in the basement where it belongs. I'm going to go through baskets, make sure that they're set up as well. And then I am going to tackle this refrigerator. I have sizes of the inside. I used a tape measure to do the inside. I'm going to take care of making sure that each of the kids, so there are 3 shelves, so I want to have 3 boxes per shelf, and each box will have whatever lunches, breakfasts, snacks that need to be kept in the refrigerator, they will be put in their box, and that's what they will get for the day. I also have 2 extra dresser drawers. So I got the 2 extra dresser drawers for my 11-year-old and my 14-year-old. And I realized when the first one was put together that it is not going to work. It is too small. It would maybe work for their little slippery basketball shorts, but it's definitely not going to work for jeans in the fall or anything heavier that they're going to need to use in the fall and the winter. We live in Pennsylvania. There are 4 seasons, so we're definitely going to be changing out clothes, and we're definitely going to be using heavier, bigger clothes for them. So this isn't going to work. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. Zach basically lives in like a closet. They share a room, and they decided that he would have that so that there would be more space and that they would each have their own spaces. And they both are okay with it. Like, I don't want you to think that he is in some kind of desperate place. He actually said he likes it better because it doesn't really get messy. So it's super easy to clean. Anyway, so we have to kind of decide what will work for his clothes in that area. He has some boxes of books under his bed, so I don't think under his bed is ideal. I really would like to find a tall, thin dresser to use up the wall space, but I haven't yet to find it. So he's not taken care of yet. Zachariah or Noah is not taken care of yet. And I don't even really think Micah's going to be able to use it, but I was going to use one for Hannah's clothes so that I could start doing her as well. So Micah and Noah both need some kind of solution for their room. So I've been looking, thinking about it. We'll see what happens. But anyway, join me as I tackle this destroyed room.
Here I am just taking care of all that laundry. What are your systems for laundry and clothes? How do you put them away? How do you have kids put them away? How do you involve your children? I'd love to hear from other families. I feel like in a large family, clothes and food are the 2 things that are just the most difficult. They're the most different, I think, from most families.
All right, so we dealt with this situation. I am going to sweep the floor, but I think I'm going to wait a minute until I deal with this situation because I'm fairly certain there's going to be stuff to throw away. All right, get ready. It's pretty gross in here. Oh, you can't see it. I'm still learning, friends. I'm still learning. All right. So yeah, it doesn't open any further than that, but it's pretty nasty. I think most of the stuff in here just needs to go. Like I said, I kind of put it in there and forgot it. I bought a whole bunch of tomatoes that I wanted to use in a sauce and forgot about them. I think we got crazy busy with some other things. This may have been around when my 14-year-old contracted Lyme's, and he had it so bad. He had Lyme's arthritis that ended him in the hospital. So it's been a little bit of a crazy couple of weeks, months, and things have gotten out of control. So I kind of feel like I'm going to be taking most of this stuff out of here and just throwing it. So, there's butter. We want to keep butter. Yeah, super out of control. Although these are, I will say that cheese blocks are from BB's, and BB's is already kind of a little bit older. Oftentimes they are past expiration date. So that one I don't feel as terrible about. But yeah, here I am. All right, so I'm going to speed it up and then we will get to moving.
I got rid of a lot of stuff here, including my failed attempt at yogurt. I am ready, like Michael Scott says, to get hurt again. I'd like to try it again. So if you have a fail-safe method of making Greek-style yogurt, please let me know because I would like to try this again and have it work. I have a raw milk dealer I found from a friend, and their milk is actually cheaper than the grocery store milk. So I would like to attempt this again because it should be a lot cheaper than the grocery store yogurt, and it makes a lot more.
I have to keep reminding myself not to turn on their sink because their sink has a pipe that just fell off yesterday while I opened it. Jonah is taking, go ahead and put them over in the door. Go ahead, bud.
Actually, I want to do this.
Okay, maybe we'll do that next. Put that over in the door. Thank you.
No, today.
Okay, we'll see what we can do. Mama's got to do all this cleaning. Okay, thank you, friends. So, sorry, interruptions. Anyway, I need to wipe this down, but I need to remind myself not to use their sink because when I went to put things in it last night, I'm kind of trying to organize cleaners so that they're where they need to be so that when somebody is asked to clean something, it's very easy. There's a basket of all the things they need in the space they need to clean it. So I went to put that in, and when I went under the sink, the pipe for the sink just fell apart and dumped water all over the bottom of the sink. So I cleaned the bottom of the sink. I let my husband know. I'm sure he'll be able to throw some PVC glue on it and fix it. But anyway, as of right now, the water will just go right to under the sink. So we don't want to do that. So especially with like gross refrigerator stuff. So anyway, I got all of the condiments out. I was kind of debating whether to leave them over here or not, but I have little helpers that will take them to the kitchen on our side. So I think that I'm going to just make the complete switch, clean this completely out, make it empty so that we can start to put in lunches and breakfasts for the next day. And this week is kind of like my trial period. Nothing has started yet. Their co-op hasn't started. The TCHS hasn't started. That's going to be the first thing to start next Monday. Nothing has started, so I want to kind of do a dry run. I have heard that a lot of public school families do this, and I think it's a great idea to kind of get everybody into the swing of how things are going to look once school starts. So we just haven't really had that before. We also have teenagers now that are much more likely. I don't know how they got these things out before. I guess you just move it a little bit. Yeah, go ahead. Sit at the dining room table. Anyway, they are starting the teenagers to sleep late. So I have in the past tried to get them to like wake up earlier during the summer to kind of get ready for the schedule that we'll keep. And now I've lost, there's my spray. Anyway, so they will have a different schedule. And I want to kind of just get kids into the habits. Like I said, my kitchen chore kid tonight is going to be my furniture kid. And I might even let him get out of chores tomorrow to do some furniture because I really need it done. And he has the skill set to do it. So if I can get those finished and have the person that is actually skilled at it doing it, then I want to do that. So anyway, I am going to finish. It looks like we had some spills. Now this one, like I said, is on the boys' side. So I don't typically come over here unless it's one of my monthly cooking times, which it hasn't been in a little bit because we're almost at the end of August. So I haven't been here, and if something spills, the children over here don't clean it up. So anyway, I am gonna get it moving just without any speech, but just wanted to let you know what I'm doing.
I just noticed my nasty feet from the farm life. I am barefoot most of the day. I do not like shoes. I do not like the way they make my feet feel. I do not like any of it. And the pile beside me on the ramp that still needs to be attached to our car. We're a work in progress here. I'm trying to do better each day and just do the best I can to keep systems moving. Anyway, I'm barefoot most of the time. I put shoes on to go into the chicken coop, and that's about it.
Okay, so we are pretty much done. I've got to clean the rest of the stuff at the sink on the other side because, as I said, this sink, I have to keep reminding myself, it fell off. The PVC pipe just fell off yesterday while I was putting some cleaning supplies down there. So the water will just go straight through, and I don't want to deal with that. So especially after cleaning this refrigerator out. It is a little bit wonky. They put styrofoam to hold the glass top for the drawers, which works, I guess, for like an elderly woman, right? Like she's not going to spill stuff. If she's just by herself, she's going to buy what she needs. I know my grandmother is like, I go to the store, or when she was living by herself, would go to the store just to get some kind of interaction time. So she would go every day. So it's not like you're going to be getting things and they're going to go bad. But when you have a family of 11, and a lot of them are kids and they're in and out and grabbing things and knocking things, there's going to be spills, and we need wipeable surfaces. I say it all the time, wipeable surfaces. We need some wipeable surfaces. So anyway, that's going to be interesting. We'll see how long that lasts. It seems to be super glued down. So I'm not sure if it is the way that the refrigerator is constructed. It is an old refrigerator, so it may have been what they did then. I don't know. Or if it was kind of like redneck ingenuity, like let's just make it work type thing by the homeowners. So who knows, but we're going to have to deal with it. Here we are at the end of the week, and nothing I wanted to get done got done. Well, let's not say nothing, but the drawers are not finished. And we have a couple more things to do. It's Saturday. I need to take my son on Monday to go to TCHS. It's going to be interesting. We have to still get some things just for his welding class. He needs to have certain safety equipment before that day. So Sunday, my husband is going to take him out to get all of those things to a compressed air dealership, I guess. I'm not really sure. This is our first experience with it, but he is excited. We do have our desks set up. I don't know if you can see, there's the desks. And also, I set up those baskets over here to hold socks on. So each one of the 4 boys that lives on this side is going to put their socks in there. I'm going to try for 7 pairs of socks so that a week has been taken care of with their socks, so that they can go through a week, and then each of them can have a laundry day where they wash them all and they go right back into the basket. So those are taken care of. We have our work that we're working on folders. Each one of them has a folder on that. I moved that over here because this is going to be our schoolroom. And we have backpacks. So I found hooks on Amazon that are rated for heavier duty hooks. So those are our hooks that we're using for the backpacks. I have my 5 kids that are actually doing homework.
So the four little ones, the one is going to be in the nursery, and then the preschool and the pre-K kindergarten, they basically just kind of play and they take care of all of the supplies there. So today I'm going to film for the next video that I put out of us making the drawers and finishing setting up the systems for school. So I hope to see you in my next video. Please subscribe so that you can see the next one. It'll come up. Tell me the answers to some of the questions that I was asking in the video in the comments below. I would love to see you again as we prepare for the upcoming school year, or if you're already in school, as you enjoy the first week or two of school.